This card seems totally busted. Exile creature, they get a 1/1, and it's never that impressive. Like, maybe you play it, maybe you don't, but you kill their creature and then they get a 1/1, fine, whatever. 6 mana, 3/3 flying, draw a couple, seems pretty good. Double strike, other giants have double strike, I'm sure that card's fine, but I don't know how many giants there aren't. 5 mana, 4/4 giant, gain life, seems solid, giants are big, you probably want life. This seems like this rare's gotta be pretty busted. I mean, I know it's a red, white, gold card, but it's also splashable. It's not like we have to play exactly red, white to play it. Single red, single white. This card seems very good. I saw this card before. You choose a creature that player controls, then each player sacrifices all others. So you choose their off-type creature, and then they sack the rest of their creatures, and you choose your on-type creature, and then you don't sack those. So that seems quite good. Draw 3, discard 2 unless you discard a creature. I mean, this card is obviously solid. Probably not quite as good as it looks because, I mean, when you're discarding a creature, that's a spell you probably want because you probably have enough lands. So I'm not saying Thirst is bad, but, like, this card's a lot better when it's discard a land or discard 2 in limited than when it's discard a creature or discard 2. But I think Winnowing looks quite strong to me. Winnowing is not symmetrical because you choose both. It's not for each player, they choose a creature. Like, you choose for both players. So, like, if they have, like, some Noggle out and they're, like, an elf deck, and you have some Noggle out and you're a giant deck, you choose one of your giants and one of their, and choose their Noggle, and then they lose all their elves and you only lose, like, your Noggle or whatever. Obviously, it's not going to always be incredible like that, but it can be. 4 mana, 4/4, all creatures have haste. This is symmetrical. Whenever a player taps a basic land for mana, this doesn't seem good. Why would I want to give their creatures and mine haste and all the lands add 2 and they get to go first? That seems bad. Double strike, lots of power and toughness. Like, if you have, this could be like a 3/4 double strike for 4, seems fine. Right, if you target your changeling, you keep all your stuff, but you choose which one of their creatures. So it's not like if they have a changeling, they keep everything. If they have a changeling, they get to keep it. But, like, you're not gonna lose, they're gonna lose considerably more than you. It's not completely symmetrical by any means. Deal 4 to a tap creature or destroy an enchantment. I mean, that's good if you're on the defensive, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be great for red-white, which is usually pretty aggro. Granted, we're like red-white control so far, not like Kithkin aggro or anything. I'm not sure, like, we don't have to play red-white for the record. 2 counters on each creature. I don't know, I don't really have time to read all these. Elder Ante, is this card good? Seems fine. I mean, we could still play, like, we could splash 3, but we're fairly even between red and white. Looks like we'll just try and draft, like, more of a Giants red-white with late game and value and less of a Kithkin aggro or something like that. I mean, this is a pretty strong card. I mean, it's a 2/5 double strike. I mean, it can give all your changelings double strike. Double strike's a big deal. Evolving Wilds would be good for the splash. Winnowing's double white, though, so you can't really splash that. Not that if we, look, I mean, maybe we're supposed to play red-black or something, splash 3 and lose Winnowing, I don't know. But, I mean, I don't think we really want to go into elves. Well, I wouldn't really call Bree racing. Like, you can't really race lifelink and free spells. I think, like, Bree is more of, like, a win con type card, and it's a really good one because it's a 4/4 for 4. This card is very fancy. I mean, it's good, obviously. It's a pretty big engine. I mean, we could play black-red and drop Winnowing. I don't, like, super feel like we're seeing white. Could take this Bogart. I don't know, this Dissident seems good, right? Maybe we're supposed to play black-red. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Personify does seem like a good trick. Blink, save your thing, and net a 1/1 is really good. But I feel like we're supposed to be red-black in this seat, not white. It's hard at the pre-release. And I'm not going to see good black next pack because I passed good black this pack. We could already have 2 Eclipsed Bogarts potentially. But I mean, Giants is more of a red-white thing than a red-black thing, right? And we do have this giant card. These are both Giants. I'm not really sure. This is a tough draft. Blight 1 is actually better with giants than with like little aggressive creatures, right? We can give -1/-1 to our big creature. Although this card is good in more controlling deck with giants. But I think giving haste to big double strikers could be really impressive. This is Blight, like not the creature you're giving haste to, just any creature, right? Yes. So I can put -1/-1 on something else and then give haste to like a big double striker. I mean, red was clearly wide open. We haven't seen much white. But at this point, I feel like since we're tribal, I really think like hopefully we want to be kind of seeing giant stuff. I don't think, I mean, red-black goblins was probably the deck we're supposed to draft in this seat. That's probably what I should have tried to find. And I mean, Bree is splashable. So I mean, this was kind of a loose draft, I think. Theme of the night, Ben is loose tonight. Again, it's a pre-release. Give me a little wiggle room. I promise next time I make a draft video in this format, like late next week, I'll have like 10 to 20 drafts under my belt and I'll know what I'm doing. Seems good, but I don't think we're looking at blue. This card looks good. We really want like changelings to go with our giants have double strike. And this card seems quite good. When it dies, we get to exile a top card and play it until the end of next turn. So I mean, this like forces a trade and then leaves us up a card. So I think that's the right pick. Yeah, 0 black giants. Like black doesn't do giants, yeah. +1/+0 and flying, Blight 2. This card seems good, but this is more of a little aggro card. Goat nap. Obviously, if you're sacking for value, this is great. Otherwise, you could steal a changeling, but that seems pretty unimpressive to me. This could be good. Like I said, we're going for more of a late game oriented deck, so this can block a flyer or it can start pinging them for 2. I probably just want this. This is like a very underwhelming card, but it's a 2/1 first strike attacker, changeling, giant. I really want to prioritize giants and changelings. Not only do I have the 2 bold aggressors, but I have winnowing. So like probably I'm looking to have mostly like giants and changelings so that they live through winnowing. Try and draft like a tribal deck. Tap another untapped creature, tap target creature opponent controls, I mean it's a 1-mana 2/1, so obviously it's fine, but we're not drafting Go Wide, which Merfolk and Kith can do. We're drafting like a sweeper and Bree and bold war aggressors and things that hit hard. Because 1 less to cast. This could be interesting. If I'm really going to prioritize giants and changelings that hard, I don't know. I don't know about this Gatherer Stone. Like, normally cards like this are worse than they look. You need a lot. But we're really trying to draft, like, changelings and giants. And they're expensive, so lowering the cost of them by 1 could be good. I don't know if that card is the right pick there or not. I don't know if we're going to play it or not. We'll see. I'm going to grab this 4-mana removal spell. I would love it, but I don't have that much removal yet. Certainly I'll play like 1 copy of a card like that. It's just like my 3rd Warren Torchmaster. Hey, nothing wrong with that. It's not really a card that gets better or worse in multiples. Or I can take this little Spikeling. Not really sure. I mean, I think the Torchmaster is substantially better than the Spikeling in the aggregate. But I think with my deck, I might want the Spikeling. I do already have 2 Torchmasters. Oh, I mean, I love questions. But yeah, it's a little trickier when I'm reading all the cards. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters, so it's 2-mana 2/2, remove a counter, target creature gains indestructible. This seems like one of the weaker one of these, but it's also a 2-mana giant, which is probably why they did that. Giants are big. If you want to be giant tribal, you got to get some small stuff too. Which this is actually something I can tell you. When you're going to be giant tribal, this is why I've been prioritizing these feisty Spikelings so aggressively. It's going to be hard to get like cheap creatures for your giant tribal. Whereas like for your Merfolk or your Kithkin tribal, it's really easy to get cheap creatures. So when you're giant tribal, make sure you draft cheap changelings and cheap giants very aggressively. So that's why I've been doing that. That's why I've been taking these feisty spikelings so aggressively. And I'm going to take that stone back as well. Yeah, consideration for the removal. I think 4 mana exile anything gain 2 is substantially better than even feed. But like I said, I really want to get a 2 mana, a solid playable 2 mana giant where I can. I think that's very important. Remember, we've got winnowing, we've got 2 copies of all of our giants gain double strike. This is nothing to sleep on. Like, double strike's a big deal in limited. Maybe they'll have the removal to kill it, but maybe they won't. It has a lot of toughness. They might have used their removal by then on turn 5. Like, so I mean, again, I'm not saying like every creature has to be a giant. Like, I'm going to play like these Torchmasters probably, but it's a pretty big deal if it is a giant. These Bone Club Berserkers are solid in goblins, but they're certainly not going to make my deck. They really just don't offer me anything. And I also have the Gatherer's Stone and Winnowing. So I have a lot of cards that are Giants Matter. So we're trying to go all in on Giants this draft. This is not like a strategy like every draft you have to be all in on your tribe. But this draft, we are trying to draft Giants. Because we have this card, 2 of these, the Winnowing, like... So when this enters, it does X damage, number of colors of permanents, so that should be 2. Doesn't look like we're going to get above 2 that well. So that's okay, nothing exciting. Blighting is a little easier with bigger creatures, but again, this is just not an exciting removal spell. This is a 5-drop giant, that's not great. This card is good, right? It's white, so that might be a little dicey for us. But even though we're not going wide, you know, 1 creature turns all you need, and then you're surveil wanting every turn. I'm not sure if I'm going to play that because of the white. We're gonna, but I mean, it looks like we're not splashing. We're a 2-color deck. I think that was a pretty bad first pick. I'm still reading cards, but I don't think there was anything better. But that was not a great first pick. So this card is okay. I mean, it's obviously a lot better if it's on for you, but it can still attack as a 3/2 and a 4/3. Boulder Dash looks like it has some potential, and so does Tweeze here. Deal 3 and Rummage is pretty solid. I think there's a decent amount of small creatures in this format, though. So I think I want to do the Boulder Dash. This seems like it has the potential to 2-for-1 them. So there's a nice giant 3-drop for us. I think that's the right pick over the Reejerey. I would like this card. 3 mana 1/2, and it's a giant, and I search for a land. But I think Brambleback Brood is probably better. It's also a giant, and it grows big. I don't really want any of these cards, and my curve is not that high, so maybe I take this one. Gain 3, flying double striker. Could be okay. Could be playable. Can't be great. I definitely don't need this card. I'm not doing, like, I'm not splashing. I'm not vivid. That's my third 5. That's not too many. Oh, this card is good. Now, I mean, you have to tap another Merfolk, but I have a lot of changelings, so I could do that. There is also the 4-mana removal spell. I think this is a close pick. I'll just take the removal because I don't have many Merfolk. But remember, I've been prioritizing changelings because they're giants, so I could probably put that card to work some. But I also don't have that many small creatures to bring back. But I do think that card is awesome normally. Like, if you're Merfolk, that card is fantastic. Alright, for now, I'll take my giant. This 3/2 looks like a very solid card for my deck. I have a lot of 4 casting costs. I'm looking to play, like, longish games. I don't know. We can't use any of these. I'm not going to play a 3rd Rooftop Percher, so we'll take the 3-drop. I might play 2, I might play 1. I'm definitely not playing 3. So we're going to have to cut like 3 to 4 cards. Seems about right. Definitely not going to play that. I didn't realize I got it. Probably I was running my mouth and timed out of a pick. We're definitely not going to play that. Probably don't want that. So that's good. And then we'll find one last cut when we lay it out. Since we ended up so 2-color, maybe I'll cut this card. I think this card is quite good. It's very easy. Like, if I play like the Wave Farmer and the Flaring Cinder, for example, then I could have 3 colors out. And like, a 3/4 double strike for 4 is a ridiculous Magic card. A 2/4 double strike for 4 is good, but nothing special. So, let's see, is there any obvious cuts? Personify doesn't seem great, but it seems solid. Oh, we're not playing Goat Nap. We don't like sack creatures for value. That's not offering us anything. Okay. And I don't want the Shore Lurkers. I don't want Burning Curiosity in this deck. I don't see what that's really doing for us. That seems right to me. The curve is fine. The mana's fine. I don't love the double white 3-drop here on only 8 planes. Winnowing has Convoke, so you can tap a white creature for it. Should I cut the Wary Farmer? I have 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, that's plenty of 3-drops. This does seem a little dicey. I like that it's vivid for the Squawk Roaster, but it is also double white. Skits, to answer the question. So there was almost no Kago in the tournament. In the top 8, I played Tom Martell playing the card for card mirror, like Team Channel Fireball version. The top 4, I played against a Japanese player that we didn't work with that did have Cawblade. They only had 2 Stoneforges, if my memory serves correctly. So I think Stoneforge is the best card in the deck. Like, you would have played 10 if you could. So I think like that probably gave our version the edge. But it was also just like a new deck at the time that like virtually nobody had. There were a couple other people who played some similar stuff. But so that's really, I didn't win those top 8 and top 4 matches because our version was better. The top 8 was a card for card mirror, and the top 4, maybe our version was a little better. But okay, so yeah, I think this is correct. If Painter's Servant was creature type and not color, I might consider it. But the curve looks good. The only thing I don't love is the double white Wary Farmer, but I think it's probably correct to play that. It does add a good Vivid for Squawk Roaster, and it's just a good card. I mean, Surveil 1's a big deal. What would I cut that for if I cut it? Elder Ante, I guess. I don't really like that in this deck. I'm not really doing anything with the bodies. How do y'all think we're going to do? Are we going to get 7 wins? I mean, I like that I have a Tribal Wrath. I like giving double strike to a lot of creatures. I have no idea how good my deck is. Pre-releases, live stream pre-releases are fun. Yeah. And I don't really want to form on a 3/3 flying non-giant. That's not really offering me anything, I don't think. This card is awesome. This card looks like it should see constructed play. It's pretty easy to just sack things, kill things, and grow this. No. As tempting as it is. First impressions of the set. Well, tribal sets generally aren't my favorite, but I don't want to make up my mind on that before I really play with it. So, I mean, we'll see if the gameplay is good. That's the most important thing. And then if it's like all in or if there's like synergies, you know, the things that ruin a format for me are when you're just basically sorted into a deck as opposed to if you constantly have to evaluate it. Because, you know, what makes Magic the hardest game and the best game is how dynamic it is. So, like, the draft portion is really boring if you just pick an archetype and then get sorted in, you know, and then you just ignore all the other cards that aren't, like, keyworded for you, basically. Tribal can be like that, which is why I often don't like Tribal. So, I don't really want to kind of, like, anchor myself to anything, but in general, I'm not a big fan of Tribal. We'll just see how this one goes. Vivid is definitely an adjustable, interesting mechanic. As is Blight. I like the concept of, you know, blighting your creatures. So I could double block, but this seems way too risky. If they have anything, do they have no cards in hand? Doesn't look like they have cards in hand. Did they like mold a 5 when I wasn't looking or something when I was talking? 33 and 8 is 41. So if I double block, if they kill the 2/2, that's a pretty good trade. This will grow to a 2/2, so I don't love that. If they kill the 3/2, I get the card, which I could use lands. I thought it would be too risky, but they don't have any cards in hand, do they? Looks like they mold the 5. So I guess I will. Assuming I'm not missing anything. I mean, it's a bunch of new cards, but I'll happily trade either one of my creatures for that, and I just want to play a long game. I don't know if Gatherer Stone is good enough to play or not, but we're going to find out. Look at the top part of your library. If it's chosen, you may reveal it and put it in your hand. If you don't put it in your hand, you can put it in your graveyard. Generally speaking, cards like this stone, you need a lot. Now, if you remember during the draft, I drafted all giants. They did do, to the best of my ability, they did do a good job with making it so you can put it in your yard. So this can just mill lands in the mid to late game in Limited once you don't need lands anymore. So that makes it like stronger than most of the cards like this. Just take this for now because I'm growing this Moon Shadow also. So I think this Gatherer Stone could be good enough. That's why I took it. I wanted to try it out because of the fact that like you can just put lands in your graveyard and you can draw giants and giant spells and changelings. Certainly it looks good here, but I also think my opponent molded a 5 or something and didn't have a great start. So this isn't the best judge of whether it's too slow or not. All right, well, give everybody double strike. And then we can go beat down. I don't think I want to draw that right now. Just ship it. Greed is good, right? So my giants all have double strike. Theirs don't. They could use first strike against me, kind of, and shrink something, but not before it strikes once. I can't imagine they really have good blocks here. The only thing is, like, this is going to keep growing. But, like, I mean, what am I even afraid of? What are they going to do? I can just play this, I think. Make sure I gain 3. This is a 6/3, effectively. Like, it's a giant. It has double strike. So I think I can attack. I don't think they can really do anything here. Yeah, still just 8 their creatures. Oh, I guess if I exile permanents, does this thing grow? I don't want to grow their creature for no reason. Whenever one or more permanents are put in your graveyard, not when they leave your graveyard. Okay, so it doesn't grow. So then we'll get rid of their stuff. And this does 5, so I can still kill this Moonshadow if I want to. Or I can kill this Changeling, and they won't even get to get a card, right? Because I'm exiling it. It's not dying. And this is permanents are put in the graveyard, so this won't grow. I mean, I don't want them to get like a... I can't lose this game. Like, I can't waste brain power on this from here. I just like... There's no way I could lose, right? I'm just going to attack. This is basically a free attack. If I trade the Changeling for the Moonshadow and get my card, I'm happy. If I eat their Changeling, they get a card, whatever. And then I'll just play some stuff. If they play like a sweeper, I've got the stone going and a bunch more in hand. Like, there's just no way I can lose this game, I don't think. Just gonna save the feed for post sweeper. I think the only way I could conceivably lose involves a sweeper. And now if they sweep, whatever. If they don't sweep, they're dead. If they do sweep, I've got the stone and a handful of spells. Like, that wasn't really very fun. I'm gonna mess up the smiley face game. I wonder what percentage of the time somebody checks they had fun when they won and they didn't have fun when they lost. I have fun in good games. I don't have fun when my opponents mold to 5 and I just like am crushing the whole game. That's not fun. The games that were fun were the games like those where I beat the green-white deck, you know, that had the Kithkin enchantment going, despite how badly I played that game, and the red dragon game, which I played really well, I think. So no mountains. We've got 9 of them in the deck. 2-drop, 3-drop. Definitely not going to mulligan. Hopefully we can find one. If we do, we can curve turn 4 Bree here. Not interested in this trade. That's still really a 1-1. They can just put the equipment on something else. It's not that this card is so great, but I mean, if I don't draw a mountain next turn, I'll probably just turn it into like a 4-4. And I mean, this is not a 2-2. It's a 1-1 wearing +1/+1. What does this thing do? Whenever it becomes tapped, create a 1/1 blue black fairy token with flying. Okay, that's a good card. So I can't do anything good. Winnowing doesn't do anything here. In fact, it kills one of my creatures and none of theirs, because they have a shapeshifter in one of their creature. I think I just want to turn this into a 4-4. I'm leaving the 4-4 back to block. I'll trade it for the Well Guard even if they equip it. I'm attacking with the 3-3 because I don't need both back to block. I'll try and update Untapped and all of that after the stream. So, I mean, I don't have a mountain yet. There's 9 in the deck. Winnowing can get me out of this later, potentially. Like I said, I need them to play something that is off creature type. Oh, well, actually, if they make a 1/1 fairy... Oh, do I want to draw this card? I'm not really sure. I mean, I really want to draw a mountain. But I mean, a 4/4 is a pretty good body right now. So when this makes a fairy, I can leave them the fairy and kill everything else. Not the changeling, obviously. But yeah, I don't know if I want to draw this card second from the top or not. I mean, a 4/4 is a decent card, but I really want a mountain way more. I think I kind of do want to draw that though, right? I'll get a Surveil 1 when I play it, and like, I'm kind of gonna like, I'm gonna Winnowing probably at some point. Greed is good. Alright. Attack and play Bree. So I guess, like, I'm going to end up choosing... Well, they're probably just going to, like, kill my stuff and kill me. I mean, obviously my hand here was a little awkward without a mountain. And like I said, Winnowing is not, like, the perfect wrath. It requires some work here, obviously. Now, in a normal game, don't judge it too hard by this game. I would just dump out all my giants, and then I would just kill all non-giants for me, which would be 1 or no creature. And then I would kill half their creatures, and that would be great. Or all but 1 of their creatures. This game, I'm kind of on the back foot. Now, if they don't have anything, I can start breeding, which is Flying Lifelink, and then I can cast, what is it? If you gain life, exile cards until you exile a non-land. You can cast that card without paying its mana cost. So we'll see how that goes. Not sure if I should have made this attack, I guess, because I'm not going to block with Bree here. So maybe that attack was bad. Should have had the 3/3 up to block the 4/3. They're also, like, all changelings here. And they have their own Bree now. And it's not even a giant. It's still a changeling, so I can't kill it. Wow. Not ideal. I think I'm going to lose, but... see how it goes. So I'm not going to be able to cast that right now because I gained 3. But So I should get rid of it, because I'm just, even though it would be a good draw next turn, I'm Breeing end of turn. So I'm looking for a card I can cast. It would put it, I know it puts it in my hand, but my hand is also quite strong. The issue is I'm pretty far behind on board. I know Killer Bree seems important, that's why I wasn't sure what to do, but like, I felt like I needed to put something on board right now. Like, I'm practically just dead, right? I'm not sure if it was right or wrong to surveil that to the yard. It felt right because I was really looking for something to put in play, but maybe that was wrong. If I draw a mountain, I can go double strike and use Bree, and then I hit for 6 lifelink. I don't know if it's enough or not. I don't think I'm winning otherwise, so I think we kind of have to try this. Oh, well, if they chump it, it's not double lifelink. It's only 3 life, so not amazing. All right, well, that's an easy throwaway. We did get a card we can cast. Am I just dead in the air? Yeah, I'm just dead in the air. Probably I misplayed this game, but Winnowing didn't line up very well against their changelings, and I don't know what I could have done. And remember, I was missing a mountain, so I fell really far behind. Not saying I played optimally, I don't think I did. Maybe I had to leave that card in Kill Their Breed, the 4-mana exile a creature. I think I was too far behind, but it's possible that was correct. So this brings stuff back from the dead, right? Yes. So it looks like we're going to play another stone game. We'll get to see if this card is playable again. This will be a better test for it. I'm on the play, but I have a slow hand, so we'll see. Think I have to get rid of that. Because I have to find lands, so like, even though I think winnowing can be powerful, it is situational. I need a mountain. I think I have to get rid of that. Yeah, it was a little loose keep, but I'm on the play with both kinds of mana. If I draw one mountain, it's a pretty good hand, right? I'm going to ship that too. Just trying to dig for mountains. I'm not saying it wasn't loose. I'm not saying it was wrong. I don't know. I'm not going to exile my cards. But yeah, the hand wasn't great. On the draw, this hand is almost certainly a mulligan. On the play, I mean, I had lands. If I draw a mountain, I have a 3-drop. If not, hopefully I draw a 2 or 3-drop I can cast. Certainly it could be right to mulligan this. Probably depends on how aggressive the format is. I'm definitely on the loose keep side, but in this day and age, that might be hurting me. But I definitely come from the Seth Manfield school of never mull unlimited. But also, like, back in the day, like, that was more correct than it is today, as the cards do so much more. So if I exile that, it just goes back to their hand, right? Yeah. Okay, so now we can start getting a free giant. That's nice. So if I let them attack with this, they're stunning things. Well, I can't kill it anyway. This does. Oh, I can kill it with this. But that said, if I do this, that's my whole turn. But like otherwise, my whole turn is just playing this. So it seems like it's almost certainly correct. I'm not like at all concerned about them getting their changeling back, and I couldn't double spell. Like it's not like I had a 3 and a 1 or something. No, that logic isn't correct, GL Puff. I'm not saying it's a keep or a mull, but on the play, you want to keep land-heavy, slower hands more, and on the draw, you want to keep land-light hands with early plays more. Like, if you don't play something on turn 2, or turn 2 and 3 on the draw, it's every turn you don't play something on the draw, it's, like, way more punishing. This hand had lands, it just didn't have early plays unless I topped a mountain, and it was kind of slow. I'm not saying the hand was right to keep or not, but this hand I would rather have on the play than on the draw. All right, what's going on here? Oh, it feels like they're making a bunch of stuff on board, but they're not. They just played 2 different creatures that made 1/1s. I mean, honestly, none of their cards in play are that scary. I think I can just go double strike. I can still play this 1-mana changeling. Like, I'm attacking. I know it looks like I should be on my back foot, but I'm attacking for 6. I can take some damage in the air. Like, I think this is a race I'm winning pretty comfortably. All all your creatures have double strike, drawing 2 cards a turn, lowering the cost of them all by 1. This Gather Stone's performing here. And I mean, I didn't play a 2 or 3 mana card. They played a 3-drop on the, and then, so I mean, they didn't have a 2-drop, but this is like a fairly representative game of being on the play. Like, pretend they had a 2-drop, but pretend I had a 2 or a 3-drop. It would be the same. Do I want to land? I don't need it, but it does let me double spell. If I get rid of it, if I draw a land, I'm double spelling. If I don't draw a land, I mean, I don't think I really need to double spell. Like, I can just play this Percher, like, and I might draw a land anyway. I don't think I want to be topping mountains in this situation. Greed is good, right? Greed is good. Okay, so all 3 of these creatures have double strike. I could play the second aggressor in case they kill the aggressor, but I don't think they're going to do that for a blue and a black. It can't be that easy to kill a 2/5 for 2 mana. I don't know all the cards in this format perfectly. But if they go for some like combat trick or something, then I can use Feed the Flames at instant speed. I don't think they're killing Bold War Aggressor. I mean, maybe they could stack a lot of stuff on it, but I would just play another one anyway. Can't have double strike, unfortunately. So I think I'm just going to attack with everything. I don't think this can go, like, really badly for me. They have to, like, get rid of the... I guess if they get rid of the aggressor, then I would regret the attack because they can block my stuff while they don't have double strike. But, like, it's not like those creatures are that important. And I can just play more stuff post-combat and then play another aggressor anyway. Yeah, Stone's been pretty good this game. I mean, it was good the first time, too. Just, -3, -3. I think my opponent might have mulled to 5 or something, so I'm not really counting that game. Nameless Inversion. Ah, this card is sweet. This is a reprint for any of you who are not super old like me. What is this? I passed this during the draft. When it enters, return up to 1 other non-land permanent. Wow, this was a good turn for them. So they're going to bounce my Bold War Aggressor, and then they can eat my 2/1 with this? Oof. Creature card mana value 3 or less. This went quite poorly. I can kill this 3/3, but then I'm doing nothing else. Well, I can still play this. Yeah, I can still play this. Okay, so I'll probably do that, but this is it's not going great. This was about the best turn I think they could have had. I mean, they did play Convoke, Rare, and Uncommon removal spell here. But I mean, the Bold War Aggressor's coming back in play. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they can beat all my double strike. Yeah, Convoke Flash is definitely something to have on your mind at all times in this format. Convoke is tricky. This card is cool. This is a nice Magic card. I mean, I have killed 2 different rares at the moment. But I mean, I'm going to gain another 3 and going to 20, and I've got the stone for the long game. So, like, even though they have a lot of stuff out, as long as they're not, like, pumping their team, like, I'm not really that concerned about all the 1/1s. What is this thing? These look good for standard, in my opinion. Return target creature with mana value 3 or less. Put 3 -1/-1 counters on a creature. Well, I guess they're not... Well, they're a swamp away, actually. What is going on? They discarded one of these, then attacked the other one and brought it back. This is a deck they got here. All right, take 3. If I trade, they can just get it back next turn, so that's not super appealing. This is not going especially well. So assuming that they can't cast this for just the black, white, 2, I can put back out the Bold War Aggressor. I guess I have to just chill. I mean, double strike's a big deal, but if they chump, they can get it back with this. I mean, I could eat that with a 2-5, but I think I need to chill and hope to turn the corner. Oh, that's bad. That means they'll probably find a swamp. Don't play a swamp. Don't play a swamp. Alright, that's a start. It's not a swamp. I really could have used the winnowing here. Could have chosen Elf Druid, killed almost all their stuff. That would have been awesome. Getting rid of that winnowing might cost me the game. That said, if they don't really have anything to break this open, I'm going to start attacking again pretty soon with double strike. Like I'm going to be able to drop like 2 things, gain 3. So yeah, we're going to top that because this is a turn where I can play 2 things, including that and the 3 drop. And then attack with this one, I think. Now, we still have to hope they don't draw a swamp. If they do, it's pretty bad for me. Oh, this untaps lands? So if they play any land, they can play this Incarnation. I'm in trouble. I mean, I guess I'll take that for free. I don't have winnowing to get, so I can't find my sweeper. So now they can play their Incarnation. This is bad. I shouldn't have attacked. They'll just let them bring this back for free, and then they'll get to make a 1/1. Not the big. That part's not the biggest deal. I'm just losing to this card and to everything else going on. But yeah, I didn't realize that the Formidable Speaker untapped lands. They still needed a land, but then any land worked, right? Oh no, they don't even need a land. What am I saying? Yeah, this just filters for free. One, because you can tap a land. You can tap a swamp, tap a different land, untap the swamp again. So yeah, they didn't even need a land. They could just use the speaker. You're right. Yeah, you're right, Conduit. If I had winnowing, it would be incredible right now. I would keep all my giants, and they would just get to keep all their elf druids. Unfortunately, I had to get rid of that. I think it was the right play. I'm not 100% sure. I'm actually not also sure if I'm going to win or lose. The double strike thing is very real, and I have flyers and stuff. This is a good game. So for now, I kind of want to get these out before I play like the 4 casting cost ones. But I kind of also want to get this in play. It can start attacking, and I'm kind of worried that they can attack. This doesn't do anything else. Like, it was great, but it did what it did. Yeah, I think I need to get this out. I can miss 2 points of damage. And then it's going to be able to attack in the air anyway, so that's going to be pretty solid. This game's really not looking that bad. I could lose for sure, like, to cards they play, but even though they have, like, 12 creatures, they're, like, if they alpha, I can have pretty good blocks. If they, like, pump all their creatures, I'm obviously just stone dead. Like, if they gave +1/+1 to all their creatures, I would just concede on the spot. But I'm not reliant on any one creature that much of mine. Their creatures are pretty small. So, like, I don't think this game is over. I'm not saying I'm going to win, but if it goes long, I'm going to win with the stone and the double strike and the flame casters. And So like I win a stalemate, and they have 2 cards in hand, and it's a stalemate on board, and it's not even really a stalemate on board because I'm going to break the stalemate open next turn, attacking with at least the flyer, if not ground double strikers. And I can give things indestructible if I have extra mana to do that. So I actually think I'm in decent shape, which is kind of unbelievable. All right, so 2/5 double strike. 3/2 double strike, I don't know. If they like kill the 2/5, the 3/2 trade is like fine. Are these power or casting cost? Casting cost, even back. Oh no, these have 3 casting costs, so we get back. But whatever. I mean, I'm gonna kill it. If they get it back, it's the same as me not killing it. So just do that. It's actually starting to look pretty good. So now I can play both of these. So they're going to take 4. So if they take the rooftop percher, they're dead. They're probably not going to. But they might. And then the question is, do I attack with anything else? I'm using all my mana. I mostly do want my double strikers back on defense. So I think I'm just going to attack with this. This doesn't have reach, right? No. They just have their 2/2 flyer to chump with or take the 6. I think they'll probably chump. But then I'm going to play like both of these. They're going to go to 6. And then I'm going to be able to attack with more things in the future. Also, they're just dead to the flyer. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily going to play out exactly like that. But, wow, I thought I was pretty far behind this game, but it's actually not going badly. Like, fair enough. Like, if they don't do something awesome, I can, like, give some things indestructible. My giants all have double strike, double strike, so they can't even remove an aggressor. Yeah, we got this. Cool. Yeah, by all means, you know my deal. Like, by all means, point out any plays that I'm making that you think are suboptimal if you've got any better suggestions. But also do grade me with a grain of salt. This is a pre-release. Like, you know, I'm reading half the cards. But definitely, if you see better lines and stuff, feel free to bring them up. I know streamers vary on this. Like, I'm the kind of person, like, half the good part about streaming is I get to see things I missed and, you know, find better lines and like improve. So by all means, but also understand like I'm just missing things and taking some suboptimal lines because I mean I'm reading the cards and I don't know what they all do. This is a literal pre-release. Pre-release is this weekend. So Blight 1, Surveil 1, Blight 2, exile a card from any graveyard, but they can only cast cards that from their graveyard, like that they own. But they can do that by removing 3 counters, and then they still have to put a mana cost. Yeah, that card seems good. All right, do we play our 2/2 or our 2/1 first strike? 2/2 seems fine. No, but it is good to know that option exists. This is a split card, 2/2 or 1/1 haste. But probably I'm going to save that haste for bigger creatures. Yeah, Tiff points out, Tithe, that Nameless Inversion and all the spells that are like tribal work with stuff like the 2/1 Kithkin I had in the last sealed, where you look at the top 4. So Changeling spell is pretty powerful. Speaking of pretty powerful, Oko is always triggering everything's an elk for those who were playing back in 2019. Meh, this card is definitely good. Well, I guess the backside could be a problem. The front side at a glance, you're like, okay, like Changeling +2, -2, plus, you know, whatever. But that's just how it protects itself, basically, and gets counters. Then the backside, on the other hand, -1 is mill 3 and get a permanent, -3 is 2 3/3 elks. So everything's an elk again. So, I mean, I can make this a 2/2 by blight 1ing and attacking. Seems fine. Actually, I'll attack with it as a 3/3 on Oko. I'll blight the O2. It's not great. Certainly correct. So we will blight here. Put the counter there. Haste there. And then we can send 3 at Oko, so they either have to chump or Oko's not going to have that much loyalty for now. And I mean, this can blight anywhere, so it's not like you can only use this card once, right? Like I can play whatever creatures and then blight 1 and put a counter on like one of my creatures. Now I have to draw a land. I'm certainly going to lose to Oko if I don't draw a land. But if I draw a land next turn, I have a 3/4 double strike here. And I can give it haste. So this is definitely a game as long as I draw a land next turn. I'm not saying if I'm gonna win or lose. Like they had a turn 3 Oko on the play. Like probably they'll win. But I think if I draw a land next turn, this is a very winnable game for me. If I don't draw a land, I'm just dead. The game's just over. Alright, we did get the land, so now I don't have any flyers to attack Oko with. It's not great. I can send this at Oko, though. Oh, they killed the white creature. Oh, wow, no, they messed me up. Yeah. So I was thinking that they would transform this and make 2 3/3s. I wasn't also giving them Blight Rot here. So I was thinking this would be like a 2/4 double strike or a 3/4 double strike, but now it's just a 1/4 double strike. Yeah, I can't really do anything. So what about next turn? Next turn I have to hit Oko in the air with this, so I have to play Gather Stone on Giants. I mean, I can come back and beat the 3/3s. So Oko doesn't do anything on the backside, so they flip it, and then all it does here is just protect itself. So we're not dead. I mean, we're in bad shape, for sure. But the 3/3 flyer, if they don't have anything for this 4 mana, can take out Oko. I can blight onto itself here, give this haste and kill it. Not great, they'll still have the 2 3/3s, but I've got the stone going. If they have another removal or even like a reach creature, I think it gets really dicey. But if they just don't do anything this turn, we can take 6. Probably they're not even sending both because they want to have a blocker. Or if they do send both, then I can just kill Oko on the ground easier. So probably we're only taking like 3 or 0. And then I can take out Oko. Well, they've got a stone too, so that's going to make it a little more interesting. All right, I'm greedy, but I'm not this greedy. I'm going to take 1 mountain here. So now I can kill Oko with this. I do have to blight, of course. Probably should just get rid of the creatures. I don't know all the recursion. Do I want... That's not the one I was casting. Do I want to blight away my 2/1 giant? Oh wait, I can blight the 3/3 flyer, right? It's still... Oh no, it's not double strike. It needs to deal 3 to Oko, so can't blight that. I don't have the 2/5 giant that gives everything double strike in play. So I need to either kill the Torchmaster or the Spikeling. I don't think I need to give things haste once Oko's gone. Like, I'm basically a control deck. Like, haste is nice, but... So, just kill that off, haste to the flyer, Oko to the bin. Okay, it's a game, right? They have their stone for going long too, but my stone is probably better than theirs. I'm like very tribal. Good games, House of Mana. Which deck were you? So yeah, we dealt with a turn 3 Oko on the play. Not saying we're gonna win. We'll see what happens next, but... No, they killed my stone? How do they have this card? Well, now it doesn't look great. They've got a stone and I don't. I don't like it. I'm not saying we can't win, but I don't like it. My deck is very heavily giants and geared for the late game. So if I sit around with that stone out, I feel really good. With my stone gone and their stone in play, I do not feel good anymore. Okay, that said, a 2/4 double strike stops their stuff. Kind of the 3-drop does, but I mean, it's not a bad trade. No, I don't have a sense of how many hits you want with stone, but I will say you want a lot. Like, I would not consider this card if I had less than, like, probably, like, 8. Like, don't think if you have, like, 4 or 5, this is not a playable card. Like, somewhere around 8, maybe it becomes playable. But it also depends on your deck. Like, if you're lowering your Kithkin by 1 and you're an aggro deck, and you're just getting a few extra Kithkin in the late game, this is a lot less good than if you're lowering, like, giants that are that cost a decent amount of mana and you're a late game deck. So I could play the Brute, and I could grow it to a 3/4, or I could play the Squawk Roaster. It's a question, do I want to use a Brute counter? I would rather use 5 mana, but also if I draw 1 land, I can double spell 2 3-drops. So I think I'm actually going to just play the Squawk Roaster and use 1 less mana. This way, if I draw land, I can double spell. And the Squawk Roaster is a 2/4 double strike, so it stops both 3/3s if they don't have anything. You know, I'll block 1 and eat it because I'm double strike. What is theirs on? They're elves? I guess they have a lot of changelings too. And it gets rid of land, so they're going to have more spells than me in the late game. So, I mean, it's not great that they have stone and I don't. I liked it when we like, I love it when I have stone and they don't, but I liked it when we both had stone just fine, because I know my deck uses stone really well. But now that they have stone and I don't, I'm not happy. Alright, so I could exile the 5/4. If they double block the 2/4 with their 2 3/3s though, that's not good for me. It just trades with one of them. It stops both from attacking, but it doesn't attack into them very well. I could also play the Brute. I can make something unable to block, which is not going to give me an attack though. So that's not great either. So there's nothing like great for me here really to do. I don't have great blocks on the 5/4, and this only kills things up to 5. So I probably just want to kill it. But I'm not like super scared they're going to have something. So I'm just going to chill for now. Maybe they'll have a trick, but you know, they have 1 card in hand. The way this game is played, there's no reason to put a trick in their hand. And you never know if they do something pre-combat, I could blow them out. I also have the Personify up. They don't get the token because it gets exiled, right? This is exiled from your graveyard. Other elves get +1/+1. When this creature dies, return another elf from your graveyard to your hand. Well, it's a good card. So, I do have to decide which to kill now. The 6/5 or the 3/2 that's pumping a lot of their stuff. Seems close. Do I want to kill the Elf Lord? And they won't get 1 back, it's exile. Or do I want to kill the 6/5? Well, I have to do something end of turn. They didn't attack me. This is end of their turn. So I can't strand the 4 mana. I have a handful of stuff to do. I would happily let them attack. I don't have the choice. They chose not to attack. This is end of their turn. Alright, I'm just going to cast this and leave my 2 up since I know they have a removal spell. If I draw Winnowing, I win. I can target their elk and make them sack all their elves. So I have an out to just basically end the game. Of course, it's 24 cards in my deck and it's only 1 out. It's not like I'm tearing through my deck with stone or something. But if I did Winnowing, they keep their elk, they sack all their elves. Well, they keep both elks. Well, this is an elf and an elk, but you get the point. Still be pretty good. Right now, it wouldn't be decimating them, but like I can add to the board, and they can add to the board, and then I can kill all their elves. Oh, sorry. I mean, the camera, I think, is in the best spot during the draft portion. During the game, it probably would be better if it was up. Like if it's... Oops. Let me see if... like, during the game, the camera's probably best there. Where do other people all keep it? Like, I think, like, during the draft portion, you want it in that bottom corner. But during the game, in the middle would be better. Like, there's nothing there. I'm just covering their little avatar thing. Where do you want my face, Conduit? So we know they have Nameless Inversion. I have Personify. So it's interesting. If I go for a double block with like the 3/2 and the 2/1, why is the left better than the right? Like, I don't really care either way, but it's not covering anything on the right there either, is it? So what do I want to do here? I don't have to block. I'm at 17. But I mean, I'm kind of happy to make a block where the Changeling dies profitably. I could triple block. If I triple block, they can kill the 2/1 and the 3/2, but I keep my good creature and I get a card, or they can kill just my 2/4. That seems fine. Unless they have 2 tricks. They can't do anything. I guess I'm just giving them choices. I could just block with just the 2/4. And then if they try and mess me up, I have Personify to get them. So actually this is probably better. If they go for Nameless Inversion, then I use Personify and it's great. Like, they can Nameless Inversion the Feisty Spikeling, but I'll just respond with Personify. So that works. That gets us through the turn. That was solid. Not incredible or anything. Alright, which creature do we want to play? Which 3-drop? Probably want to get the Brambleback Brood out. I'm kind of telegraphing that I have something now when I don't pay the 2, but not necessarily. It makes things unable to block, and I'm not looking to attack right now. So it's like a half telegraph. This is a good game. Let's say I trade with the Lord. What elf do they get back? That thing, whatever. Oko's not an elf. So just the destroy an artifact or enchantment, which is no big deal. This thing rummages, so I think we want to get this down. I know I don't have any forecasting dust in my hand, but sooner or later I'll draw some. I have plenty in the stack. 2 copies. Oh, and it rummages when it comes into play. Yeah, sweet. So I can get rid of this plains. Alright, good enough for me. I'm not going to be too picky. Just going to save it. I don't really want to keep leaving 2 up the whole game. And I already have 1 card to rummage away. If I draw a land, I have another one. If not, I'll rummage away one of these. They're not very good. Can I attack with the 3/2? Not yet. Soon maybe, but not yet. Also, like, if I draw either of the 2/5 giant that gives everything double strike, I would much rather have that attack as a double striker. So I'm mostly chilling for now, because, like, I'm trying to draw Winnowing or the 2/5 double strike giant or Bree. So I have a lot of cards in my deck that are, like, pretty powerful. Oh, I can get rid of their stone. That could be an option. Although maybe I'd rather get rid of their Elf Lord, I'm not really sure. Well, okay. So I don't need to do that right now. I can let them play more elves. So for now, though, I think I'm just going to take away their blockers. I mean, I don't have any artifacts or enchantments out, right? So I don't care if they get back. If they want to lose their lord and get back this thing, that's fine. So I think I can't let them block with the 3/3 because I need that in play, the 3/3 elk. So I think I'm going to make that unable to block and, like, make the Eclipsed Elf unable to block and let them block with their lord if they want to. And then I want to make sure I have some blocks up, but I'm at 17, so if they, like, use a removal to have an attack, that's fine. Not really that worried about it. Okay, so they used a card to prevent me from having a good attack this turn. So that went, I would say, well, because I don't really care about the attack. I'm not saying what they did was wrong. I was going to hit them for, like, 7 or 9 or something. But we got through a Blossoming Defenses there. Oh yeah, the Loyalist can get back Nameless Inversion. Good point. Very good point. Okay, that's one of the cards I wanted to see, right? So now I can play this Bulwark Aggressor, and then I can just attack with my 3/2 double strike. I get a rummage if I want it. I don't actually really want it. I'll probably discard this 3/2. I think that's right. Maybe I won't even attack yet. Just wait and add giants and then play Winnowing. I kind of can't kill their elk at the moment, though. And I mean, I know they're going to get stuff back, like they have another Loyalist and stuff. But, like, if I blow up their whole board and they have to rebuild, that's going to be pretty good for me. It would be nice if they put out a second non-elf, because if they kill their own elk in response, then I won't kill all their creatures. But then I'm still killing, like, the removal spell and the 3/3. It's not the end of the world. So, I mean, I like the Stalemate. They're on 8 cards. They're decking. Like, so we'll see what they have. Oh, good. There's another non-elf. So now I can leave them just the Tree Folk Druid. Okay, so now I'm going to do it, right? They do have an island out. Probably it's not a counter. What would you splash for? Oh, Oko, duh. Okay, seems unlikely they have a counter. So I think we'll just play this. This is going to die. Everything else is a giant. This should be game, I think. I know they're going to get stuff back, but... So I will choose for me... Oh, I'm not even going to lose that, right? I can choose Changeling. Duh. So I'm not even going to lose the 3-2. I just choose my Changeling, right? But then for them, Tree Folk Druid, are these Druids? Nope. Hello, one-sided Wrath. Don't mind if we do. Well, that was nice. Just a little one-sided Wrath, no big deal. I forgot I wasn't even going to lose my 3-2, but... So I would have maybe not tapped it, but whatever. So yeah, if you have Winnow, value Changelings really highly, and good thing we didn't see them vomiting their dress. And make sure you leave them in play, an off creature type creature to target. This deck is fun. This has been cool. A little bit of an understatement. Remove a counter, draw a card? I guess there's a reason this thing's mythic. Remove 2 counters. From this creature, tap target creature, put a stun counter on it? Okay, that's a magic card. Well, I would love to kill it, but that's not an option. So I guess it doesn't matter. I'll play one of these. Yeah, that's a fair card. You just pay 2, and then you just pay 2 and draw a card and grow your creature. Meanwhile, I don't have lands. What are we doing here? We'll see if Winnowing can steal another one, but I'm going to definitely need to draw some lands. Yeah, you wouldn't think so, GL Pop. I don't know. I don't know why it's exactly like that. I guess maybe they don't want you in the late game to be able to... Like, in the late game, drawing cards is a little less valuable. Lands aren't useful. They don't want you to play it, pay 3, like, you know, pay 2 and tap and stun or something. I don't know. Or if you, like, stunned everything or something like that. Okay, well, it seems like we're pretty much dead. But for now, whatever. I could have given the 2-1 indestructible and attacked with both, but, like, what is that accomplishing? They're blocking the 3-3 and taking 2. I'd kind of rather have blockers up. I'm not sure if I'm going to block. It depends on what they do. But the only way I'm going to win this game is if I draw lands and the life totals stay up, and then I winnowing their board again. Which could happen, because, I mean, they have off-type creatures, potentially, including the horse. But I need this game to go long. And we're not drawing lands. So this game seems to be pretty over. I don't know what I'm discarding. I guess we'll discard Squawky. I'm going to concede next turn, I think, if I don't draw land. But if I do draw land, I mean, it's still really bad. Winnowing has Convoke, so it's not like 100% over, but I'm not realistically saying I can win from here. The thing is, like, it's really like draw half a card. Whereas if you tap like 2 big creatures, you just end the game. Remember with a stun, so like you can keep a tap for 2 turns. But I'm not saying that's like the right balance of that. I mean, presumably they tested it. I don't. And remember, there's also all the blight and stuff, so it's really hard to balance cards. I'm not sure how I feel about this, other than I'm glad they made this card mythic, and this card. And look. For a card like this to be playable in Standard, which this card probably is, it probably has to be about this good, but I'm just glad it's Mythic, because this is not a fun one to play against Unlimited. Okay, and we're mana screwed, so let's go to the next game. It does look a lot like Floodpit's Drowner, that's true. No, it does, yeah. As soon as they played it, I was like, oh yeah. Definitely hits you like that. Alright, another perfect Mountain 2-lander to lose with. I mean, look, I don't love it, but we've got a red 2-drop, a red 2-mana removal spell, a red 3-drop, single white busted 4-drop. Not gonna mull it. If I didn't have the Torchmaster in hand, I would likely have just Boulder Dashed that. The odds they play a 1 toughness creature on turn 3 are not that high. But I don't really care about like even lifelink here. Like I said, I'm not an aggro deck. Like look, I'm trying to win this game through the power of my hand, not like by racing. I should have thought about what I'm going to rummage away before I cast that. Like it was definitely right to cast that. I want to make land drops, but what do I discard? I can discard this thing. If I draw planes, I will never want to cast this Flamecaster, I think. I could discard Boulder Dash. It's just 2 mana, kill their 2/2 unless they happen to play a 1 toughness creature. Could discard a white card. I can't cast it. Like, this is a drop next turn if I don't draw a land in the 2 cards. Maybe I shouldn't be greedy and should just discard this stone back. Because if I draw planes, I have a 4-drop to do anyway. And if I don't, then it's good to have these to cast, I guess. This is like the least greedy play I've ever made. It's very not like me. Hey, that's a 1 toughness creature. You love to see it. Still need to draw lands, but hopefully that will happen at some point. No real choices. I don't care if this gets countered or not. And while they have both kinds of mana, they're stuck on 3/2. So they're not like super playing giant things while I'm mana screwed. Mill 4, and then they can put a land back on top, or a creature, presumably probably a land. Okay, and we got our land. So 1/3, so it doesn't block my creatures. That's the exile, make it 2/2. So let's assume, is there a 1 black trick? I mean, whatever, I'll just play this pre-combat so I can get these effects just in case there is. What am I going to rummage away? What don't I want? Probably this double white Kifkin card, right? I mean, obviously I can get rid of the feisty Spikeling too, and I probably will. But also, like, there is a game where maybe that has double strike and it's useful. Not that the 3/3 couldn't be useful, but I'm probably just not casting it. Well, that was good. I guess they get to have things too. So it's another creature. So, oh, but I can give it double strike and then attack. So that's solid. Not doing its lifelink stuff, but hitting for 4, or they're chumping. And I mean, now I gotta kill Bree, or I can send this to the air. What is this? Or another elf you control enters. Each opponent blights one. I don't like it. Tap 3 on tap elves proliferate. Well, this card's good. So I think I want to put the counter on Bree right now, but then I'm worried they'll proliferate. So I guess I can put it on this. Double strike. This isn't going great. Well, I want free cards more than I want a 3/3 out, so I think, I don't know if that was right or wrong. This doesn't have reach, right? What are all these rares these people get to have? I mean, they go to my hand, so it's not like I have to play it. And now I can use the Feed the Flames to get rid of the High Perfect Morat next turn. But I'm getting Wrath here pretty hard. What is this card? So, I mean, they're going to be able to proliferate 1, 2. This is really bad for me. I guess for now I can put 1 counter on this. They're not going to be able to proliferate twice. But they're going to play another elf, and I'm going to have to blight again. Yuck. But I guess I can just shrink my Boldware Aggressor. It'll still sit in play. It's not, they can tap 3 elves, proliferate 1s, but I'm gonna kill the High Perfect Morat now. So then they're not killing my creatures. So I guess this isn't that bad. I mean, it looks horrible, but assuming they don't have anything else to do, I'm still going to have my Aggressor and Stout Arm in play. These are all elves. So for now, definitely killing this. And then can use this ability. Keep drawing extra cards. This is really actually not going that bad, despite the fact that they just did all of that. Like, it's not great, but it's not horrible. If they play a non-elf, they're dead to the winnowing for sure. Otherwise, even on board though, it's not like, I'm going to keep breeding. I mean, and I've got plenty more full-size giants to play, and that thing is exiled. It's not coming back. If they play a second, I'll puke. It's a nice elf deck. Yeah, because it's just exile until you hit any non-land. It's not like the non-land has to be like cheap enough to play. So they're not worried that you're going to go through your whole deck. Like, obviously you could if you activate it 5 times, but by then you should have won the game. What is this? 6 mana black command, black-green command. Create a token, copy of an elf. They didn't do it because they don't have good elves out. Return 1 or 2 perks from your graveyard. They did that. They got this back, and they got this back. Destroy a creature or enchantment, so they destroyed my 2/1. And creatures get +3/+3. Okay. I don't think they probably wanted to kill this 2/1. I know that these are smaller, but they kind of have abilities that are relevant. That said, it's not going great. All their creatures are elves, so winnowing isn't getting them. So I can reset one of these with Personify. For now, this makes 1/1s equal to the number of lands in your graveyard, and this gets back dead creatures. So I can play this card. Oh, well, winnowing, but like, so I can use the worm, leave them the worms, and kill all their elves. So that could be okay. They have 2 Tristan's Command. This is like the most elves deck in history. I guess I'll just remove some creatures. If any of them are especially good, I definitely want to remove that. They have the Gravedigger in hand. This one goes on for each creature you control and each creature in your graveyard. It's fine, it's not that scary. I can remove this just to deny them a free 2/2. I could remove like 1 land, maybe try and prevent that thing from getting out of control. I'm not 100% what to do here. Kind of like that. Kind of like removing like, because they're going to get something back either way, and their creatures are all pretty similar. So I think I remove the 5/4 so they don't get a free thing, and I'll remove a land because they have this worm harvest thing. And then I just gained life, so Bree is on. I can't do anything with Bree right now, but I still get the free card. Sure, right into play. Don't mind if I do. They have played a lot of uncolor rares, yes. I think we're still in good shape, honestly. If they make worms end a turn, then they can make worms again, you know, like when I'm winnowing, but I can winnowing, leave them the worms and kill all the elves. Also, like, I mean, I'm breeing, like, I can just hit them in the air. Like, I can just bree this thing and, like, deal them lots and or kill them, basically. So I could like blink something, like Bree, that doesn't accomplish anything. Blink this with Personify, doesn't really accomplish anything. I mean, like, they're close to dead, but they're not dead. I think for now, oh wait, they are dead if they don't have anything, right? My stuff has double strike. Probably they'll have something, but they're not gonna untap and kill me, I don't think. So I think for now, I can just breathe this Bamblebrak Brute and then present lethal. They'll do whatever they're gonna do. Got like Personify, I've got Winnowing, right? This is 10 double strike because they're both giants. If they go for the removal on the aggressor, I'll blink it with Personify and they're dead. If they don't do anything, then they're dead. Wow. That was a pretty sick game. Beat some rares there. That was like a pre-constructed elf deck. Like, well, I'll say this about this format. We've played some games tonight, right? Like, if you want the honest best measure of a format for in-game play, not for the draft portion, then, you know, obviously this is such a small sample size, but like, you think about the percentage of games you played that were like good, close, interesting games where decisions mattered, and then you think about the games that were just like runaway games, not fun, you curved out, ran them over, they curved out and ran you over, their cards were way better than yours, nothing you did mattered, your cards were way better than theirs, nothing they did mattered. We played a lot of good games tonight, right? Like probably like at least a third of our games, maybe closer to half, have been pretty close and interesting. So which 2 drop to play? When this becomes tapped, you gain 2, so I want to block it. So which one do I want to trade off? I don't think I need haste this game. I mean, maybe they'll surprise me with a Planeswalker. Haste really did come through winning that game, but this is a giant, so it lives through winning, and it has double strike and all that. So I think I want this trade here. So what is this one? 2/1s. Whenever another creature control enters, just removes a counter. So this is like a 3-mana 3/3/4/4 whatever. Solid card. think just get this one down. I mean, I don't love blocking right now because if I hit a 5, I can't cast it. But most of the cards in my deck I can cast for 4 or less, and a land would be good. And I mean, that thing grows to a 4/4, so it's a pretty good trade with it if they play 1 creature and attack. And I do need land 5 for 2 of the 4 cards in my hand. Hey, that's my card right there. This has been much better than I was expecting. We'll see how it goes this game, but the stone has been performing. So I need to put that in my graveyard. Even though I want a land, I get another look during my upkeep, and if I leave it on top, I just see the same plains, whereas I can get a giant for free. So, you know, greed is good. And like, I don't need land 5 that bad, because these cost 4 now. Don't get me wrong, I'd still be pretty happy to draw land and double spell and stuff. Whoa, that's a little scary. All of their counters are coming off, so now I have to take 8. Did they just click through it? Yeah, they just clicked through it. That was rough. Okay, so this time, now I have another land. I think I'm going to take it this time. Because if I ship it, I don't get a free card. And I kind of want 1 more land. So I shipped it last time because I get another look, and this could have been a giant. And then, you know, I'd get a free card here. This time, though, I think I'll just top it because I kind of do want 1 more land, I think. Yeah, I mean, they can make a 1/1 turn, but if I'm drawing, like, extra cards every turn, that's going to be a lot better. And, like, I get a card every time I see a giant, but I also get a card basically every time I see a land. Okay, well, they're not going to make it that easy on me, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the defensive. I don't love it, but I'm looking to play the long game, win through the card advantage from Gathering Stone. I don't mind. Trade with these 2 for this. Keep my life total up. Get a card off the Changeling. I have the Gathering Stone going. Seems like a pretty clear block to me. Similarly, I think I'm topping this, just killing their other big creature. Just trying to play the long game with my Gathering Stone, right? Keep the life totals up. They can make a 1/1 every turn. I'm getting extra cards, spinning lands, drawing giants. Life is good. See, this is almost draw a card. Like, I just spinned a mountain, right? What was that mountain going to do for me? Yeah, now that I don't need any more lands, every time I see him land, it goes to the graveyard instead of me drawing it. That's almost draw a card. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close. If I see a good spell that isn't a giant, then I leave it. So that turn I didn't really draw a card, but if I see a giant, I drew a card. If I bin a land instead of drawing it, that's almost draw a card. So do I want to get rid of the Kithkin enchantment or the 3/3 flyer? It's kind of close. I mean, Kithkin decks often have ways to pump their stuff. I also don't have to get rid of either, but I mean, I guess I'm not that scared of them paying 5 and making 1/1. And if I do get rid of this festival and then they kill my hold, they'll get 2 more 1/1s. I think I'm just going to take out the flyer. That seems good enough. Start hitting them for 3 in the air. My 3/2 is stopping their 1/1s on the ground. We still have the winnowing, but it looks like so far all they have are Kithkin, so that won't do anything. Winnowing is very interesting, right? Because I think decks are not normally going to be all tribal. They're normally going to be mostly tribal, but you're going to have a few good creatures that are off tribe. And then winnowing is like really punishing for that. Hopefully we can hit the 2/5 double strike. I know I drew 1 and they killed it, but I still have 1 more. Hey, free card. So now if I hit for 3, they're hitting back for 4. I mean, I can trade a 2/1 for one of those and take 2. That seems fine. This is a race I'm winning, even though I don't want to race. I also don't want to be not dealing 3 every turn and taking 2 when the life totals are 19 and 12. Stop drawing spells. You're not surveilling lands to the yard. You're supposed to draw lands some turns. They just don't draw lands. I can't complain. They have 8 lands out with their Kithkin deck. I need like the 2/5 double strike or Bree. Those would be good draws. They have another removal? Why are they clicking on my creatures? I don't like this. What is this thing? I don't have any clue what they just did. Exile any number of target creatures. Beginning the next end step, return those battlefield tapped under their owner's control. Until your next turn, prevent all damage will be dealt to you. Okay, so I don't attack them. Wow, that was really strong. So they get to double Kithkin. My creatures don't have comes into play abilities. I mean, it's whatever. They dealt me some damage, but they got to double Kithkin. But we found our double strike thing, and it's a good blocker. Now this turn, the damage is prevented, so we can't really do anything. I don't know why they say good game. What do they have? Another festival. They can bounce it. It seems like a fine game for both of us. I need them to play some non-Kithkin so I can blow up their board with winnowing if I find it. Hey, we got a big raid from Kyle, the Ham TV. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate the support. Hope you had a good stream. I assume everybody who's watching is already watching the Ham TV, but you should be if you're not. Definitely, if not one of the limited goats. So now they can copy a Kithkin. So they can copy this and bounce this and get 2 more. They can copy this. Okay, whatever. They can fight. Oh, the creatures are all tiny. I guess they can get +3/+3 and fight and take out my double striker. So that's kind of bad for me. Because now, like, only my 3/2 stopping their 1/1s. And that's my second copy of the 2/5. So I'm kind of in bad shape. Have a good night. Thanks. Really appreciate the big raid. So all their creatures are Kithkins, so I can't get them with this. However, I'm not sure I can win if I get rid of it. I feel like I need them to play a non-Kithkin for me to win this game, basically. Is that wrong? Should I bin it and go to my next card, or should I hope they play a non-Kithkin? I mean, usually decks aren't going to be 100% of a tribe. I don't know what to do. I mean, they killed both my double strikers. I still have Bree. I'm not revealing it. I'm topping it and not revealing it, right? I think. Is it you have to reveal? I think it's like you reveal it and put it in your hand. Well, I guess I ran out of time anyway, but I don't think they know I have it. I think the way it works is you reveal it if you're going to put it in your hand, like if it's a giant tribal. Otherwise, you can just put it into your graveyard if you want to. So, like, I'm not sure. Like, I guess I could have binned it and tried to have Bree, but hey, that's not a Kithkin. That's an Elf Warrior. We're live, y'all. We're live. So I'll choose my Changeling. They're going to get to keep this Shapeshifter. So I don't really want to trade off anything else, because they're going to die anyway. So I'm just going to block that. I mean, they might rebuild and still win. I mean, I don't really have a choice. They clearly have to do this. Obviously, it's not great for me that they got rid of both my double strikers. Those have been what have really allowed me to dominate the boards. I don't think I can wait a turn, right? Oh, I guess I could have traded the 3-2 for the 2-2. If that was going to happen anyway, because I'm behind on life, probably I should have done that. Well, for now, going to do this. And they still have their 4-4. This is not going great. Oh, I couldn't block that. It's an elf, so they would have pumped it. So that wasn't an option. Am I going to cast the Winnowing and still lose? Well, I don't really think I have a choice, so. I can't block the Shapeshifter because they would have just paid 5 and given it +2/+2. I actually missed that too, but. It wasn't even actually that strong. Maybe I should have gotten rid of it. Okay, so I can't attack into the 4-4, so I don't really have any choices. Those double strike things have really carried me in a lot of these games. They've allowed me to dominate the board in close games. This is another good game. I really have played a lot of good games tonight. A lot of close games. The decisions mattered. I didn't know if I was going to win or lose on like turn 5 or 6. So it's been fun. I hope it's like this the whole format. So can't be blocked by more than one creature. Target elf gets +2/+2, and it's an elf. They have 10, so it's representing lethal, so I must block it, and it can't be double blocked, so I must block it with my smallest, most worthless creature. And then I don't have to block this. I would happily trade, but it's an elf, so they'll just pump it. So that's not going to work. So I think I just chump with this. Keep out my ability to give something haste right now. It's looking pretty bad. I mean, if they're pumping, they're not making 1/1s. I don't really have a lot of life to spare. I mean, I kind of need to, like, draw some cards. I did have quite a few turns where I binned a land and drew a land and stuff like that, but, you know, they drew a good amount of lands for a Kithkin deck, too, so I'm not really in a position to complain. So I can block and blink and get a 1/1. And I have to block the flyer this turn, so this is not good, but I think it's a top. I go like block, block, blink this, have a 1/1 to block the next turn. And I have the 3/2 to block the flyer. What are my like outs? Like, how do I win this game? Can I win this game? I might not be able to. I can give haste to Bree with this. And then I can use Bree on something, gain 6. I think I can wait 1 turn on that, though. No, because I'm going to lose the Torchmaster. So I think I have to top deck Bree. I'm going to get rid of that. If I draw a land, I lose. But if I drew Bree, I could win. I don't think I can top that. Because, like, the Torchmaster's chumping, this is chumping. I think this was just too many lands. I'm not sure if it was right to top the Personify. I also don't think Personify is very good. Maybe I shouldn't even have played it. What do y'all think? Like, if I drew Bree, I could have played Bree, blighted onto the Torchmaster, giving Bree haste, used Bree, attacked the Flamecaster, hit them for 3, gained 3, and gotten an extra card. I think that was realistically how I could potentially win this game. Because then I'm at 7, I have the card off Bree. Definitely too many lands. It was a good game, though. Honestly, like, they didn't have any sort of incredible draw, and I thought I was in pretty good shape when I had the stone on a near even board. They definitely earned it. So that's going to be it for me tonight. We did 1 sealed, 1 draft. 4 and 3 in the draft, 7 and 1 in the sealed. This is the draft deck. I think it was pretty good. Most of the games I lost, I either flooded or screwed or whatever. Again, I'm not complaining. I won 4 of the 7 games, but Gathering Stone performed better than I would have expected. Usually cards like that are traps. You need like a ton. I did have a lot. And Giants is one of the ones that's a little rarer, I think. Like, usually you're going to have a little less. But I drafted the Changelings really aggressively to try and have enough. I ended up with like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Giants. And you get one immediately, and you ship a land you don't need if you don't get a Giant. So I mean, I think it has potential. Definitely don't play Gathering Stone with like 6 or 7 of a card. You definitely want like, 10 or whatever. Like, you definitely need to be all in on a tribe for Gathering Stone to be serviceable even. And I'm not even saying it's great. Like, but it does draw a lot of cards. My opponent's Gathering Stone was good in their elf deck. Gathering Stone was good for me most times I drew it. Winnowing is like the most high variance card I've ever seen. Like, normally decks are mostly tribal, but not all tribal, so then you can hit their off-tribe creature and wrath them, and you choose your Changeling or your on-tribe creature and lose nothing or almost nothing. So, I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, Convoke, so you can basically ignore the 6. Like, you can just tap a couple creatures, so, like, this thing is easy to cast. That said, sometimes it's done, like, almost nothing, and sometimes it was, like, a one-sided wrath. I just need more data, like, I don't know. I'm definitely going to keep trying it. I don't think most decks are going to be all tribal. Like, I think they're going to have a focus on a tribe, and then they're going to have, like, a few off-tribe creatures. Remember, when you have Winnowing, you need to not kill their off-tribe creatures. You need to, like, kind of work around them and then blow up their whole board by targeting their off-tribe creature that's in play. The Bold War Aggressors were great. They block well. Like, they're huge. They're hard. They give double strike to all your Giants that are already in play. So you're just like Changelings, Giants. Play this card, hit you for 10. You have no good blocks because I have 2 or 3 double strikers attacking you. And then it's hard to kill because it has 5 toughness. This card was great. I think Giants is probably one of the archetypes you're not going to draft that often. Like, you probably it's more reliant on uncommons. But Bold War Aggressor was excellent. That card definitely always felt good. Bree felt really powerful. You can't really win a race if your opponent is gaining life, and if they're gaining life and drawing cards, that's just a dangerous combo, right? It's like Sphinx's Revelation. Like, you can't put card drawing and life gain together because you can't kill me because I'm gaining the life, and then I have all the extra cards. So I would say the deck was pretty mediocre. Like, it was good that I had the 2 aggressors and the Bree and the Stone, but I also had to play a decent amount of non-Giants and non-removal spells, stuff like Torchmaster. These Flame Casters are total filler. So I had like some filler, some cards I wasn't super happy about, but also some good Giant synergies. I'm not sure how I feel about Personify. I don't think it's very good. If you leave 2 up, a lot of times your opponent's just not going to try and kill your creature, and it's just going to sit in your hand. But I mean, a 1/1 Shapeshifter for 2 is already not that bad. And if you can blink your own stuff that comes into play abilities, then like it's pretty good. So like I would view this more as like a blink like type deck. Like if your stuff comes into play least play abilities, and then like you'll obviously leave it up to protect your good creatures sometimes. So thanks to everybody who joined me tonight. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you have fun in your pre-releases this weekend. I will be also pre-releasing this weekend in the DC area. Definitely probably some Curio Cavern. Might go, depending on the times, to different places. I don't really know. Is anybody still streaming or is everybody else asleep? Who should I raid? I see D4, so we can do that. So I'm gonna raid D4, and I will see y'all next time. The vids should be on Twitch and YouTube shortly. If you missed like part of the stream and you want to go back and see the sealed. Otherwise, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.
I think we just need one of the cheaper stuff, another one of these, but we need some creatures for willows.